Hi everybody, Bill here, still here, and so is the hole in our ceiling where the water was coming through from the rain. If you watch my previous vlog, you'll know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, it's still an issue, but thankfully, even though we've had some rain, I think the temporary repairs that have been done have solved the issue, but I'm still waiting. We've got a lot of rain expected later on today, so I'll find out if the house is leaking then. Okay, anyway, how am I doing? Not great. It's not good. I have had, I'd say the bad days probably worse than the good days now. Yesterday was a bad one, a lot of pain during the afternoon. I felt okay in the morning, and then suddenly after lunchtime, I had some toast with some fish, some mackerel, tinned mackerel, some oily fish, which generally I found is okay. And I don't know whether it was that or whatever, but within about 3 hours, my guts were starting to get bad, grumbling, noisy, and the burning sensation was there. I was just in so much discomfort. I couldn't face eating anything for tea, so I haven't had anything until breakfast this morning. And yeah, very, very uncomfortable, very painful. As usual, living with pain just seems to be the norm now. It's just pain, pain, pain. I had to phone the nurses again this morning. I phoned the colorectal nurses. Helen said, look, you know, this is just crazy. It's just, life is no good, is it? It's just, we can't carry on like this because it's just pretty miserable. I mean, I'm pretty much housebound, pretty much. I don't go out apart from a trip to see the family, like my grandkids. So we pop down there for a couple of hours, and then I have to come back, and then I go to my dad. My dad every Friday. My poor old dad. He needs a lot of care and support. Go and visit him every Friday for a couple of hours, and that's pretty much it. Apart from occasionally a walk around the block. Just can't face doing anything because I don't want to be away from the comfort of my own home, the toilet, my absolute saviour, the bidet. Oh, my friend Mark, thank you for that bidet attachment. Yeah, that if I'm not near that, I don't have the relief that cold water gives me. It just helps the pain. So anyway, I phoned the colorectal nurses this morning. See, my head's all over the place, isn't it? Tired as well because sometimes I don't sleep too well. I've got phoned the colorectal nurses and just said how I was feeling. Look, these are the tablets I'm taking every morning. Well, good morning. Here we go again. This is the daily routine now. This is what I have. I mean, that's what I start my day with. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tablets there. So there is the old loperamide. Well, we know all about that. And I'm having at least 8 of those tablets a day, sometimes more. The omeprazole. Yeah, I haven't had those all the time, but I have been lately to see whether that reduces the amount of acid in me. I'm not sure it helps. I take these cod liver oil just to, I don't know, try and be a bit healthier really. These are probiotic tablets which cost a blooming fortune. Have 2 of those every day, really high amounts of probiotics to try and keep my gut a bit healthier. And these as well, these are sort of multivitamin tablets because I'm not eating proper food really. I'm not getting the goodness from the food that I should, so I feel I have to take supplements, and of course all that costs a lot of money. But what are you going to do? I don't know if I can get it on the National Health. Maybe I can get a prescription for it. I've never asked. I don't like to take the mick, but there we go. Anyway, that's the daily tablet routine. Ah, yes, and now these things here are the latest tablets which they've prescribed for me. These other ones, the latest things they've prescribed, those tablets there, the yellow pack, supposedly have a known side effect that they will reduce the sensation of pain from nerve endings after surgery, apparently. I think that's what they said. So that's why they want me to take them. But the trouble is, I'd be just like a zombie, a floating zombie, if I'm taking these, because that's what you take if you're on it's antidepressants. And, well, things I thought I was mentally strong enough to handle this. And I am pretty strong, but I suppose it's come to the point where I'm going to take what help they give me, if I'm stupid not to. And if they're offering some sort of therapy, counselling, which they are, because the colorectal nurses says they've started up this service again after a lull, and they've offered it to me, said, look, you've been through a lot, and maybe you need a bit of therapy. Now, I've never had therapy before, but well, phone this morning, said, yes, please, I'll take some. Helen said to me, look, you should do, you're quite down, you're depressed, and I suppose I am. I can see it in myself, Some days I'm all right, but other days, I'm thinking, is this it? Is this life now? Is this as good as it gets? The holiday, that's depressing. In Spain, we got this holiday booked in Spain in September. And everything's been all about taking the family away. I was looking forward to spending time with the grandkids there and having a really good bonding session with all the family. Saying to Helen last night, I don't know that I can go. I don't feel I can face it. Being away from all the support mechanisms I've got. The B-Day, they're all the things that I need, the flight and just the comfort and safety of my own home. I don't know if I can make it. And that's quite depressing. I phoned the, another thing I did suggest, one of you kind people out there, you suggested this drug. I've mentioned it before, cholestyramine. Cholestyramine. It's a drug, excuse me, it's a drug that I think your father, I can't remember who, I'm sorry, but your father swore by this stuff, and it reduces bile acid and also has a good side effect of reducing cholesterol, which is another issue I have, familial high cholesterol, and that's something I'm worried about too, because my diet is so unhealthy. I have nothing really of any goodness at all. Living on those vitamin tablets which cost a fortune to give me some sort of goodness, because I can't eat anything that gives me any fibre or anything good, the vegetables, the fruit and everything like that. If it makes me bad, I can't eat it, I can't take it. So how do you live? You've got to take vitamins. I don't know whether I can get them on a prescription or something. It costs a lot of money to have those things. Something I'll have to explore. I'm going off topic, aren't I? So anyway, that cholestyramine, I mentioned that to the colorectal nurses, asked them to explore that as a possibility for a drug. And another thing is something called, where is it? It's prednisone, which is something that my nephew had, which helps with ulcerative colitis, or colitis, which I feel is a condition. It feels like that's what I have. It just feels like everything is ulcerated, sore, and inside it's just the acid, the burning, as I always say. And maybe that's something else that they could explore as a solution to reduce the pain and give me some sort of relief. So there we are. Incidentally, figure-wise, this is again off topic, but I've got a really good app. It's called a Worldometer or something, and it gives you all these different statistics about the world. And I was looking this up, just happened to be browsing the other day. Like, we're all led to believe that cancer is such a major cause of deaths in the world. But do you know what? So far this year, there are 8 billion people in this world. So far this year, deaths by cancer, 4 million. 4 million. That's all. Out of all those 8 billion people in the world, that's the only, well, I suppose those are the ones we know about, but 4 million deaths by cancer, though the odds aren't, that's pretty good odds, isn't it? We keep hearing all these adverts that 1 in 2 of us are going to get cancer, and it's all very worrying and horrible. But if you get it, the point I'm trying to make is that your chances of survival, as long as you catch it early enough, of course, are pretty good, what they can do these days. And I still believe that. I mean, they cured my cancer, but I suppose it's the after effects of the surgery, the chemotherapy, the radiotherapy, the treatment, the stoma reversal, all that. That's the problem that I have. It's getting to grips with that. But that's a pretty good stat, isn't it? And something to be grateful for, that only 4 million deaths. Incidentally, 1.2 million deaths this year from alcohol deaths. Alcohol. So, that's a perspective as well. And 250,000 people have died from flu, seasonal flu. So again, that's a scary stat, isn't it? We're getting our flu jabs and everything. Well, yeah, there's a good reason for that. And suicides. 500,000 deaths in the world this year from suicides. That's really sad, isn't it? People get that depressed that they kill themselves. But and I'm not saying I'm one of them. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, that's no. But I'm just trying to give you some stats here. So from a statistical point of view, if you get cancer, 4 million out of 8 billion people in the world die this year so far. That's not bad odds. So it's not the end of the world. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, right. Well, that's the update. And I'll let you know how I get on. I did say I was going to wind down these vlogs. This is now, I think, 97, and I'm going to do a sort of a summary at the end of it. So I've only got a couple more to go. And again, unless the news suddenly gets better, I think we are where we are. And this is probably the way I am for life now. And it sort of rounds off the story, doesn't it? In maybe not as quite as a positive way as I wanted to end it, but at least, hey, I'm still here. Bill is still here. It's just that I've got to get to grips with a new way of living. Anyway, I will update again. Sorry, comments are off. Just there's no need to comment. Just watch and learn or understand what I'm going through to help you prepare if you're going through this. That's the point of all this these vlogs. It's not I'm not fishing for sympathy or anything like that. This is all about trying to educate people and increase people's awareness of what to expect. So yeah, sorry, no comments yet again. I know that disappoints a lot of you, but sorry, there we go. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.